Hello my friends, William Poloniak here again at Whole Health Foundation. In this video I'm going to make some eggplant juice. Now if you have an organic garden like I do, you'll find that some vegetables like cucumbers and eggplants all turn ripe at the same time. So what do you do with all that produce? Well, I make juice out of it. Now here I have two different kinds of eggplant, and if you look a little closer, the bigger ones I'm going to quarter so they fit into the feed tube of the juicer a little more easily. And then I'm going to make some pure eggplant juice and just see what that tastes like. And then later, if you look over here, I'm going to mix it 50% with carrots, ginger, and turmeric. But the first batch is going to be pure eggplant juice. So let's make some eggplant juice. Now the first thing I'm going to do, because it's a very hot and humid day in sunny Southern California, we're up to 31 degrees centigrade, so I'm going to put in some ice cubes to cool down my cutter and preserve my nutrients. We'll put one of these purple ones through. I'm going to juice the last of my eggplant. But I want to remind you, when you're down to your last produce, you want to take a little bit of pulp, because there's always a plug of produce in here and you want to force that through. So we'll fill this up with pulp, turn on the machine. The next step will be to mix this and make some juice. So let's do that now. But first, I'm going to clean the feed tube. And my next step is going to be to mix all of these varieties of eggplant together, and we're going to make some juice. Pure eggplant juice. Now I'm going to start with a juice cloth, but I'm going to line it with a bamboo liner because eggplant is very, very sticky, just like an all greens juice. And I want to minimize the amount that will stick to my cloth. 3 spoons. I'm going to fold that into thirds and fold the cloth over the bamboo liner. And later in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how the Whole Health Foundation juicer with this solid bottom plate can make 10% or more extra juice. And all of your best nutrients are in the last 10% of your press. Now when you're down to your last cloth, you want to advance this and back it off a little bit. You get juice flow, advance it all the way. Here's my 6-cloth method. This goes forward, this goes over. And notice the dark, rich color of the eggplant, most of it from the skins. And we'll set this aside. Put 2 more cloths in, all the way back it off a little bit. And what we're going to do now, show how these bamboo liners are usable again, is we're going to peel this back and not throw away this pulp, but we're going to put new pulp on top of the old pulp. But only 2 spoons full, because this patty is getting very thick. So we'll fold this into as tight a package as we can. Advance that a little bit more. Set that aside, and then open up this cloth. Advance that all the way. We're down to the last of our eggplant only pulp. Notice how the bamboo liners are protecting the cloth. If I had not had it here, all of this eggplant would be stuck to the cloth, and believe me, I've made it before and it is a nightmare to clean the cloths if you don't use a bamboo liner. So, we'll set this aside. We'll advance that all the way, and I'm going to take this spent pulp, I'm going to form it into a tight ball and show you how I can get 10% more juice using a Whole Health Foundation packaged the spent pulp, and I'm using a measuring beaker to find out how much extra juice we can get by processing the spent pulp on a Whole Health Foundation premium juicer with the solid bottom plate. So all the way back, as soon as I get juice flow, I'm going to back it off a little bit because we don't want that to go up so too fast. Now already we've gotten 62 ounces of pure eggplant juice here. That's it all the way. Alright, there we have 16 more ounces of juice. And it's still flowing, but to make this video a little bit shorter, I'm going to stop it right here. Put that back a little bit so it doesn't drift on the countertop, and I'm going to do a taste test. It's actually very good. Tastes just like eggplant. Great. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to mix it with carrots, ginger, and turmeric. So I have 50% eggplant juice and 50% carrots and ginger and turmeric. Okay, now I'm doing the carrots with the ginger and the turmeric. And remember to add some ice cubes from time to time to keep this cutter cool. I'm down to my last carrot. So what I want to remind you when you're down to your last carrot is to add some pulp in the top, because there's always a plug of produce here. So we'll add a little bit of carrot pulp to the top and force that little plug through. So next I'll clean the feed tube, put all the carrot pulp in the bowl, and then make some carrot juice with a little bit of ginger and turmeric and mix it with my eggplant juice. And if you look over here, I have my eggplant juice in bottles, 50%, the rest is going to be 50% carrots. Okay, and I'll continue cleaning this and we'll make some juice. Now I'm going to demonstrate my 6-cloth method. And I'm down to the last of my cloths here that I'm going to fold into thirds. This goes in the juicer, centered left to right, front to back. Very important to be in the center. All the way back, back it off a little bit, and get it going. Remember, anytime you touch a sponge like I just did, you want to wash your hands. So we're down to the last of my pulp here. And what I'm going to do is use a spatula to get the rest of that. So I don't want to waste this very, very precious pulp that I've just processed. Mostly carrot with ginger and turmeric. This goes forward, this goes over, that advances all the way. There's about 20 seconds. Next set of cloths are going to go in, all the way back it off a little bit. Once again, to demonstrate how the Whole Health Foundation juicer makes 10% more juice, I'm going to form this pulp into a ball and press it again. Again, by folding technique. Press this under 2, 3, 4, 5 times, as many times as I can to get a tight package in both directions. Like so. Plant that set aside. Alright, I've got about the same amount of carrot juice as I had eggplant, and what I'm going to do now, I've packaged 2 cloths together to make a really tight package, so I've got 3 more packages here, and I'm going to center it left to right, front to back. And as soon as I get juice flow, I'm measuring how much extra juice we can get with my measuring beaker. I'm going to back that off as soon as we get juice flow. There we go. It's very important not to go up too fast because clods are generally very, very slippery, especially fruit or greens. Carrots is not too bad. So advance it all the way. So there we have 3 ounces. Looks like for this small batch of juice we're going to get about 5 ounces of juice. So I'm going to stop it now to help this video be a little bit shorter. And then pour that in here and then off to the bottles to top them off. Alright, I'm topping this off with distilled water, about 10% water. Juice is generally too concentrated anyway. Alright my friends, I got 10 bottles of juice, and remember, one of these bottles was the extra processed pulp that we got from repackaging the spent pulp. And here we have the eggplant juice mixed with 50% carrots, a little bit of ginger, a little bit of turmeric. Let's taste it. Delicious. I can still taste the eggplant. And mixed with carrots, it's a little more palatable. So here's to your health, my friends. If you'd like to telephone me, my phone number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cogs.net, and my webpage is wholehealthfound.com. I hope you found this video on making eggplant juice helpful. I like it mixed with carrot juice. I hope you do too. I'll see you in the next video.